Hello, I'm Trent Carroll from Cruising Yachts, and the beautiful boat that you see over my left shoulder is the stunning Jeanneau 2014 411. And what I'd like to do is take you on a beautiful tour. So let's kind of pan around here for a moment after I've taken it off being backwards. And let me show you the beautiful lines on this 409. And as we come down, we've got a beautiful Dodger Bimini with strata glass on it. You got a in-mast furler. You've got full radar, full GPS, and all the way at the top you have a custom built-in antenna. Coming forward, you'll see it set up that you can run an asymmetrical spinnaker. It's got a beautiful furling system for your Jeanneau. You got a 35-pound Delta anchor on board, which is more than sufficient, plus 300 feet of chain. And right up top here, you can't see it, but I'll show you in a minute, you have a full electric windlass. Coming back, you notice that the 409 Jeanneau has a beautiful hard chime, so that when you get her heeled over, she gets into that groove and just cruises just absolutely beautiful. Coming on back, you've got the full Dodger with handrails on the outside. On the top here, I've got a beautiful Bimini that is set up quite nicely with a bridge that goes between the two. So if the weather should get inclement, you've got plenty of coverage. Now the other nice thing about the 409 here, this is a beautiful trade-in that we made. It's got a full Davit system on the back of the boat, brand new. It's never even had a boat on it before. And moving forward, you'll notice that the boat is in impeccable shape. It gets detailed every week, and it gets wiped down, cleaned every single week, so that not a week goes by. The bottom, it's got a brand new bottom on it. It's clean. It's also cleaned every 3 weeks to make sure that there's no algae buildup, so when you're sailing, you don't lose any speed of any kind. Now walking back along the side here, the teak rails on the side, he keeps natural, and then the teak up on the deck has been treated. Nice thing here, you've got beautiful cars, all Harken cars for your lines coming back from your head sail. And you'll notice that all the lines go underneath the deck and they're inside, and all the lines come all the way to the back of the boat. What does that mean for you? It means the captain can sit right here, helm the boat, release his mainsail, handle all of his head sail lines. Everything is done from the back of the boat, which keeps him what? Keeps him safe. Beautiful cockpit with teak seats in it. And now we're going to step aboard, so let's see if we can't step aboard and take the next part of the journey. Now that we've climbed back on the board after taking a beautiful shot of all the sides and the hard chime and everything, I thought you might like seeing how beautiful this cockpit looks. And you'll also notice that we've gone with composite wheels, which gives it a much racier look. Beautiful cockpit table, all done in teak. It pulls up, and you've got dinner for 4 to 6 people quite nicely. If we move back to the back, you see that we've got a beautiful fall-down platform. Again, what this does for you, it gives you easy access to get in and off of your dinghy. Underneath all of these areas right here, next one here is you got a full propane locker, all completely set up, and if you wanted to add a second one, you have room for it. Now as I move over to the other side, again, notice how deep and how you've got just super storage units all through this whole area. Underneath here, you have got autopilot information, and you got your breaker system right here, so that if your dock trips, you can all come back and reset it right there. So coming back out, again, I wanted to show you this absolutely fantastic Davit system. I'll back up a little bit more. You got a great Davit system that will hold probably between a 300 and 400 pound dinghy quite nicely. The other thing that we did on the 409 is we put all electric winches. They're Harkens, and they're all 2-speed. And I tell you what, having a 2-speed Harken winch is really quite fantastic. Now turning back around slowly and coming up, you'll notice that we've got all electric winches up here. So if you're pulling away your main, and whether it be in haul or out haul, you've got the option to electric winches, or you can just do it by winch. Again, up here you have all of your blocks. Everything is labeled, which really makes things quite easy when you're trying to figure out in a hurry which line to grab. Or if you've got somebody on board, you can tell them which one to grab. Makes life easier. Again, you've got beautiful isinglass, strata glass here. You got a beautiful side handle. Whoops, let me step back. And you got a beautiful handhold here, so that when you're in the cockpit, it's easy to hold on if you need to. The other thing that I think is really interesting about what Jeanneau does is they built a complete rail around the cockpit table. Now, this complete rail gives you something to hold on when the boat's heeled over. It also gives you a place at the bottom. Down here, you can put your toes under it if you need to. Again, we're running all of B&G electronics out here. We've got autopilot, we've got wind instrument, we've got radar, we've got GPS. This boat has everything to take you out sailing in any kind of weather. Now, coming back up again, these are all of our line bags. The next thing is, let's take a good hard look at the salon area. Again, this is rendition of everything that Jeanneau believes in, and the quality and the size. You have just an absolutely oversized salon down here. And if you'll notice that table folds over, so you have easy access in and out of the forward cabin. And when you want to have dinner, it folds back over. And as I come down inside here, on the port side over here, you have a beautiful TV. Coming forward, this is the captain's cabin, and here, and again, as you can see, it's extremely large. You have a full head here for the captain's cabin, and coming back around again, great storage units here, reading lamps over here, great ports up here. You have a beautiful open port, which also brings in tremendous amount of natural light. Moving back around again into the main salon, you have a beautiful quarter berth on this side over here. Moving down. Again, the table also drops down to a full double bed. I shouldn't say a double bed. Let's call it a full-size bed. But when this is what the table looks like out when it's out. It's obviously quite beautiful table, solid teak. You got handrails here. You have handrails up top. So at any time you're down below, and if the boat's moving, you have easy access to grab and hold on so that you don't fall over. Going into the galley, you've got a beautiful double sink here. You got a refrigeration unit that you can pull from the bottom, which sometimes is scary if you only have a top load because you can't find anything down there. And then you also have the full top load system right here. Good beer. Next, you have a nice microwave oven, 2-burner gas stove. And then back here you have another really probably a little over a queen, almost a king size bed in the back with excellent headroom, great skylights, great ventilation. You got 2 open ports back here just for good ventilation. Down here is your entire battery system and your switches should the breaker on electric winch trip. This is where you take and address that. Coming into the beautiful head, it's got an oversized head here, beautiful fixtures. Moving slowly around, you've got a full shower and right here with a full door that will absolutely close so you can shower inside, totally protected. And then going back here, what you end up having is another major walk-through storage unit that you can put all your supplies in. And over here you have baskets that have already been set up. so that you can, put a lot of storage stuff, whether it be extra parts for the engine or whatever you want to put in there, but you've got a great storage unit. Coming back around here, close that up. You got a wet bar, so if you get your phthalates all wet and stuff like this, then you have that. Let them dry out. Opening port here, another opening port here, and again, it gives you great ventilation. The other thing is all of the lights on board are LED, as we see here. It's got a beautiful nav station. It's got an excellent ICOM radio for hailing the harbor masters, so you can get a mooring. You got a beautiful panel here that gives you a readout of your batteries, gives you a readout on your fuel. It'll give you the readout on the water. So you really are constantly in touch with everything that's going on with your boat. Down here we've got a different stereo system, radar and Sirius. Here shows your battery systems with the charger and your output, sorry. And then here you got a beautiful fusion radio system linked to the cockpit and down below. This is one outstanding boat, and I would love to have the opportunity to show it to you. Again, my name is Trent Carroll from Cruising Yachts, and call me anytime at area code 310-503-5547, and come enjoy this boat with me. Let me show you how beautiful she really is.